You may know, but I just found out this past weekend that there are distressed oxide reinkers and distress ink reinkers. I use these little ink squares, and always store your ink pads upside down to keep the ink at the top. But I use these Tim Holtz distress ink squares to dust the edges of like my sentiment pieces. I call it zhuzhing. And I needed the reinker. I always buy the reinker. I am a Stampin' Up! Stamp girl, but whatever company you use, always get the reinker. If the company you want to buy ink pads from does not have reinkers, do not buy those ink pads, because you don't want to keep buying ink pads because they dry up or they run out of ink. You want to be able to re-ink your ink pads. Not only that, but if your favorite color gets discontinued, you can still use that ink pad because you have the reinker. So always, always, always get the reinker. But anyway, the point of this video, I bought these. I only saw these on the website, and so I bought the Distress Oxide reinker. And then this weekend, I bought Milled Lavender and Tattered Rose. And again, I picked up this and I turned around and saw these. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's a difference. So I was really excited. So I don't know if you know. If you don't know, now you know. If you did know, thanks for watching me find out. But anyway, and I don't use a lot of Tim Holtz ink. Not because I don't like them, just because I just use them to zhuzh the edges of my sentiment pieces sometimes. And so I just buy the little squares, and I use the little foamies, and I put them in a bag and mark them so I don't have to get a new foamy thing each time. But that's how and this is how I store it. So very super quick, super easy. So the point of today's video is two things. Always get the reinker with your ink pads. If they don't have reinkers, don't buy the ink pads. And always store your ink pads upside down. And they have distressed ink reinkers for the distressed. There's two different, there's the distressed oxide and the distressed ink. And so make sure you get the right reinker. So I was really excited to discover these. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.